What the hell is the matter with you, Gable? Brass knuckles? Really? Dean has a concussion. We're supposed to be a team of wrestlers, not cheaters. You've taken all this way too far, and for what? Because Dean made a comment that you weren't ready for World Championship caliber competition? I have so much on my plate with this World Championship, I can't afford to be dealing with this ridiculous stuff you're bringing to Team Angle.
Hold up, Kurt. You've cheated to win more than anyone throughout the years, so don't get all high and mighty on me just because I taught Dean Malenko a lesson. I think it's obvious that what everyone has been saying is true. Maybe you are old and washed up, you and Dean, both just jealous that I'm young and in my prime. You want to hold me down, don't you, Kurt? Well, screw Team Angle. It's time I focus on Team Gable.
You better watch the way you're speaking to me, Chad.
Or what, you gonna wrestle me, Kurt? Ha! I think we both know you're a little too old to take me.
Don't forget I trained you. Everything you know came from me. But you think you're ready for a student shows up the teacher moment? Fine. I got a contract signing next week with Evan Bourne, but I can pull double duty. This big, beautiful gold belt is what you really want, isn't it, Chad? Let's see if you are ready for world-level competition. Title versus title. Next week, winner take all. Put your money where your mouth is.
Let's do it. It will be an honor to win my first world championship by beating my former mentor.
That United States Championship is going to look real good on the shoulder of an Olympic gold medalist. It's true. It's damn true.
Well, what a huge challenge, and it's all a part of a very special super edition of TWFC Nitro coming up later this week. And it will feature the match, student versus teacher, world champion versus United States champion, Angle versus Gable on Nitro. But earlier on tonight on a special edition of the KO show, Kevin Owens would make the announcement that he has been awarded the opportunity to choose his next challenger. And he was off to the races after a long night of looking through the competition. He would roll up backstage and ask if he could have a moment alone with Orange Cassidy. Owens said this is one time that being a nobody mascot that doesn't take anything serious is going to pay off for Orange Cassidy because he chooses him if Cassidy accepts. And the thumbs up would suggest we got ourselves an Intercontinental title match on a very special edition of Nitro, Super Nitro, coming up later in the week. What an Intercontinental title match this is. But ladies and gentlemen, let's show you what happened earlier today.
Charlotte, honey, you know I didn't mean to push you down like that. I was caught up in the moment.
It's not even just that, Dad. You haven't listened to a word I've said. You're 75 years old, and all this is exactly what Shane wants. You have nothing left to prove. If you wouldn't have gotten involved, this would have already blown over. I mean, it's put a pause on the women's division. Everyone is so worried about us being in the same locker room as the men ever since Shane put his hands on me. I just want this to be over, but you've kept it alive by playing his game.
Wait, let me finish. You're right about everything. I have nothing left to prove, and the last thing I need is to be involved in something that could potentially get me or you seriously hurt. So on Nitro, I'm going to go to this contract signing and officially pull out of the match against Shane.
Oh my God, thank you, Dad.
Everything's going to be okay.
Well, on this special edition of Nitro, we're supposed to have a contract signing for the match at Bash at the Beach, but with what Ric Flair just said, we don't know what's going to happen. Also, Roman Reigns is supposed to meet the challenge Paul Heyman laid down for an ECW challenge. We don't know what that's going to be. All that and more. The number one contender for the world title after cashing in his Money in the Bank, Evan Bourne, will be live speaking on Nitro. And don't forget about what happened last week when the Young Bucks attacked FTR. We'll hear from both teams and find out what's going on with that. And then, ladies and gentlemen, our main event, the Monster Brody King challenges for the TWFC Championship against the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. All that and more on a very super edition of TWFC Nitro. But don't forget, we are officially on the road to our next major event. TWFC presents Bash at the Beach. We're building towards it. We're hitting you with a lot of content. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave us some love, and we'll see you soon.